bought this at an estate sale or my uncle got it for me at an estate sale about 5-10 years ago maybe. And I have no idea who Hambrick is, so brought it in to see if anybody else knows.
Lambrick?
Hambrick.
Oh, okay.
I think he's the painter, but I can't find him ever being a carver.
Steven? Is it Steven?
Well, SP.
Yeah. Briar Lake, he did carve.
He did carve.
He was at Pheasant Fest. I think he's on Facebook, so.
Maybe I'll send him a picture.
Yeah. So I did a couple of bluebills in preparation for the Perm show. Kind of giving them the needle because they want perfection, and I decided that I really like old, used, beat up antique stuff. So I didn't put eyes in it, and I didn't, it's wormy basswood. So this is throwaway wood from an old club member that passed away. We cleaned out all the wood out of his shop. I think Doug Lowemeyer and Dave was there.
Dave Jackson.
Yep. So that's where this came from, is from his stuff. This is 2 of 2. I had one that it wasn't as wormy. I filled all the holes in. I was going to go to Perm. And then the day that I put the finish coat on, I fumbled it and smashed the head and smashed all the wires on one side. If you look at it from 50 feet away, it's okay. If you pick it up, you can feel it's all caved in. So. Just an old attempt at a modern antique like Danny made. Perm is the middle of April.
The weekend after Easter.
And don't email him because Robbie is all get out right now. So, yeah.
I have 2 to share. One, mallard, an urn that I built for a friend of a friend. So he has ashes inside of the dog's name and then written on the bottom there. Basswood hollow, basswood head. And then a canvasback, basswood body, hollow, and I think white seated head. So both of these birds were done the first part of January, and I had them both in January, and they both, the vermiculation bubbled on them. So I had to bring them both home and sand them down and repainted them. So this is the 3rd time this one's been painted. I repainted it with black gesso, and it bubbled again. And then I tried golden gesso, and now they're fine. I've floated both of these for hours, but I have some black gesso if anybody wants to buy it. For sale.
Give it to him cheap.
Huh?
So we'll give it to him cheap.
Kind of follow up on that a little bit too. This is, I lost my dog on January 4th and he's in there. So this is my first mallard. It's carved basswood, hollowed out basswood head, painted in acrylics. Looking forward to taking it with me. I was going to ask, I was thinking about, I don't know if anybody's ever done it, but taking like a photo. I haven't done anything here on the bottom yet before attaching the keel and whatnot, but I was thinking about putting a picture versus me trying to paint, because as you can see, my painting is so-so. But then using some type of epoxy or whatnot to seal it, if anyone's done anything like that, if it holds up. Otherwise, I'll just do some burning, burn a message or whatnot into it. So if anybody has suggestions on what's that?
Decoupage picture.
What's decoupage?
I used to do back in the 70s, but pictures out of magazines and stuff on the coffee table.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think I was saying some kind of epoxy seal or whatever in the photo. I just didn't know if anybody done it, if it holds up or if it's just going to be beat to hell and be done. So.
Mark Meyer does it with a
holds up, huh? That's kind of, I kind of like that idea too. Oh, as I was saying, maybe something on the keel or whatnot too, but plan on continuing to bring with me as we continue through the season.
There's also a reading process. Some of these, one of the others have a reading laser reader.
Okay.
Where she can download a photo on a computer, and she can put that into the PC player.
Oh.
So my folks out there that have
Okay.
ability out there. But I'm just wondering, I'm not sure how thick the cable is if you can turn your gut upside down that, but, that's something you can look on the web or just kind of research out a bit.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Come out and look. Obviously, they look like they're birds and wood, but it's really nice.
Okay. Thank you much. Appreciate it, folks.
So this is a Drake Harlequin that I did out of Tupelo. For those of you who don't know much about Harlequins, they're not really, you don't see them much around here, but they're duck in the Pacific Northwest, up into Alaska, nest in small mountain streams, stuff like that. So pretty cool bird when I think about it, in rivers and streams and things like that. But I painted it out of acrylic, did all the detailing and everything. Most of the colors too, I mixed from I don't know if you've seen that sort of key view or sheet, where you can mix all the different colors together. So like a lot of this sienna color on the side here, and I brought some mixing sheets if anybody wants to see it, but this is a combination of blue and cadmium orange to come up with that color, and then using different, not black and white, but different colors to get a little darker on the bottom and lighter on the top. So just experimenting with that, and I like how the color gives you a little more vibrance than if you just use the straight raw sienna or burnt sienna or raw sienna, out of the two. It's a little heavy because I did weight it, try to get it to float correctly with the head on the front, turned on the side. It was tough to get it to float precisely right here. Hope to enter this one probably in the Pacific Flyway show. There's only a few shows you can ship to nowadays, so I'll probably enter it in that one. No, Tupelo, it's pretty good. It floats. It's such a light wood, it floats almost perfectly. Although I did put a lot of, it is pretty heavy now because of the weighting I had to put on this side here, and I actually had to hollow out a point here because I never could get the seal good. I think I missed that at the last meeting, but I can never get the seal good for all the detail if I, slice it and hollow it out.
This mallard is probably the oldest one of all these. I put this away in a shoebox 34 years ago. Raising the kids, family, work, everything got in the way. It was shaped out, head wasn't attached, started wood burning. First of the year I pulled it out and I said, I gotta start working on it. So it's in the process of being painted, and that's why I came up to this club. I said, where am I gonna get the knowledge of how to do it? This is my third bird. The other two were 35 years ago. So I'm learning, and if I get some techniques down from you guys that are more experienced, I'm all for it. So, thank you. $50. It's only money, can't take it with me.
Print it in long sheets.
I brought this wood duck in because I thought we were going to working on it soon, and I wanted an idea. And this is one that took me a long time to put together, but I think the paint is dry now. It's been about 5 years since I did that. And this is a piece of basswood that I took right up from my lake home up by Moose Lake.
Down going the wrong way. I made a puffin. This is on my list of pairs to make. So the other one is in the process right now. So this is just solid basswood. It's just a wall hanger. This is a orange puffin. These are the ones you'll see around Seward and around the glaciers. Not a very big bird, not a lot of color to it until you get to the bill. You can play a lot with the white, though, with the white and the grays and try and give it a little bit of something. Hardest part was finding eyes. I finally found them at the DRs. Is that it? Who's that guy? You told us. Yeah, he had eyes. These I ended up being clear, and then I painted the backs of them, looking at pictures, and it's okay, but it's not great. But no, I was impressed. I ordered eyes from that guy we talked about last week or last month. And, if it's anything, the shipping was free. The last time I bought eyes, the shipping was more than the eyes. I bought 2 pair of eyes for something, and the eyes were $11, and the shipping was $14. Live and learn, right? So now, the guy that Tom was talking about, I ordered 6 or 8 pair of eyes, and the shipping was included. So it was like, well, that's pretty good. They're a little expensive, but they're really well-made eyes. I think they're good. So it's kind of fun.
Pair of hooded mergansers. I had brought the hen last week or last month. But this time I put the keels on them. They are white pine, soft white pine, painted in oils. And the one thing I wanted to bring up as far as the drake goes was that I haven't done gesso with combing, so I did that. And sort of by mistake, what I tried to do was just dry brush in some black, some flat black paint, and then I painted the normal raw sienna yellow ochre over the top of it, and the black, it relatively thin, so the black of the vermiculation comes through. So it's very slight, but when I look at pictures of birds, it depends on the angle, on how dark the vermiculation is or how light it is. But if I look at it in bright light, it comes through really nice. So I think it worked out okay.
And that's with oil paints, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thin oil on the vermiculation.
Well, had some lumber laying around the garage, it's been moving for a while, time to use it up, so thought maybe I'd just kind of dumb it down, make a shooting rig and kind of see how far I could go with less detail. So just kind of round them over quickly, and I don't know, I had something in my mind about different heads, different positions to give them a kind of a calm resting look, so just kind of I don't know, make it look a little bit more natural. Everybody's in a different position. And this one's cedar. This one's basswood, but it's got a cedar patch. Basswood had a big knot. I thought it would maybe eventually go away. No, I got bigger. So, patch on it. As long as we're aging our ducks, Sunday morning, this was just glued together Sunday morning, so this is the newest one on the table. And anyway, talked to Doug Bodemeyer a little bit today. I think it was last fall he was here with, he did a couple of mallards with some stencils, kind of minimize the amount of painting, kind of give them just the basic look for what you need as for a decoy. So I chatted with him a little bit on the phone this afternoon and just talked things over a little bit, and just, what does it take to be a decoy? I mean, flock birds coming over 200 feet high in the air, what do you need to do? Just hit them with a can of brown spray paint, call it good. Maybe that'll work. So we'll see what it turns into. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it just yet, other than I don't want to get crazy with it. I just want to kind of go down and give it that resemblance, maybe show the vermiculation so the guy can recognize what it is. Other than that, paint the bills on it and call it good. But that's kind of what I'm up to with these. Well, You should end up being balanced if everything goes correct.
Green spray.